Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 2022 NBA Draft, where Minnesota Timberwolves pick is in. Colin, I loved watching Anthony Edwards. You know, I think Anthony Towns kind of came into his own. D'Angelo Russell, Jaden McDaniels, Malik Beasley. Go down the list of their team, and now I don't really know what they need because this is a win-now team. Obviously, you have Anthony Edwards, and for that reason,
Who do you like?
Jesus, I don't know. This is not easy because I wouldn't love Malachi Branham at him.
I think EJ Liddell fits here.
I think EJ Liddell is an interesting pick.
Obviously, I think he could be too high drafted, but I think that type of player is what they want for playoff aspirations.
I think a Ty Washington would be interesting there.
Ty
to
is
give him like
interesting as well.
another rotational guard there you could plug in for minutes. I'm not saying he'd be starter, but I think at this point in the draft, you're looking for guys that can contribute. And I think Ty Washington is a guy that can contribute at the very least. So I like that pick. If you want to go the defensive route, you have a guy like Kendall Brown. You have a guy like Marjon Beauchamp.
Yeah.
And I think maybe those could be interesting. Those trade to the Grizzlies. So is it going to the Grizzlies? Can you quick? Yeah.
With the 19th pick in the 2022 NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Jake LaRavia from
Jake LaRavia.
Jake LaRavia.
Did you look it up? Is this going? Is this going to the Grizzlies? It is going to the Grizzlies. Okay. All right, Grizzlies. Welcome to the 2022 NBA Draft. This is interesting. This is interesting, and this is a win-now pick, right? This is a three-year college player who has a lot of not want to say a lot of upside, has a lot of skills that should transfer to the NBA, right? The shooting, we believe, will transfer. The awareness, the IQ, we think there's some defensive upside here. I think there's some playmaking upside here. There's a lot of upside here, and at Wake Forest, he was the second fiddle to Alonnis Williams, and he played that role very, very well. He was second team All-ACC. This is a pick that they hope can contribute immediately, right? The Memphis Grizzlies. The Memphis Grizzlies are looking to build off of what they did this past year, but I think even they know, even though they had the second most wins in the NBA, they know they did not have enough to win the West.
Oh, absolutely.
They were not entering the playoffs like, oh, we're this close to the Warriors. If we just run it back, we got this. No, they are aggressive. They move up in this draft to get Jake LaRavia. And I don't hate it. I don't hate it.
I like it only because they already have experience dealing with the type of player that Jake LaRavia is. I think he complements. I mean, he's very similar to Kyle Anderson. I mean, he's a kind of playmaking forward. He's slow. His shot is. I love his shot. I buy his shot.
Yeah.
So I think that at the very least you get that, and then on top of it, like you said, playmaking. He averaged I think 3.7 assists. So. He can pass, and he doesn't try to do too much, and I think that's a really good thing for a player if you're trying to win now and has a high floor. You don't want them to do too much. So I like the pick. It's an interesting pick, but I like the pick.
Well, the thing is, if you're the Grizzlies, and this is where it starts to separate ourselves in this draft, to where the teams that have those established stars that can create and teams that don't. The Grizzlies obviously do.
Right.
And if you're looking at if you're the Grizzlies, you're saying, all right, we have Ja Morant. Now we need all these other guys to fill in and play their roles. Jake LaRavia is a guy who will fill in and play his role. Now, how high of a level will he play that at a level where you can play him in a Western Conference Finals? I don't know, but maybe in 2-3 years, maybe he is. At this moment, though, I like the pick because it's a guy you can plug in and play, in theory, next to Ja Morant. And next to Desmond Bain, and next to Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Like, those type of guys, he fits that mold to a degree. I do want to see him on defense be a little bit more solid because he's not going to be able to play if he doesn't play defense. But it's going to be interesting. So that's my take on the Jake LaRavia pick. Anything else?
No, I think that's it.
All right. I think it's a pretty good pick there. Congratulations to the Grizzlies. We're back talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves. They've traded the 29th pick and 2 seconds for Wendell Moore at the 26th pick. And to me, this makes a good amount of sense because you get a player that's, in my opinion, pretty versatile at 6'5.5", that can handle the ball a bit. He's a good secondary creator, can defend, and I think he fits what the Timberwolves need. You know, they drafted Walker Kessler earlier, and I don't think that they needed a Kennedy Chandler type guard or even a Ty Washington type guy. I think they needed this type of guy that can help them in multiple positions.
Yeah, I mean, I completely agree. I mean, the Timberwolves are looking to win now. And I think that he's the type of player that you, especially late, that can contribute. Like you said, he's versatile. He can fill a number of roles. And, I mean, that's kind of what you need if you're the Timberwolves right now.
Yeah, I mean, his defensive impact is pretty evident right away when you watch his game. Like I said, he has high IQ. He can score inside the arc. His three-point shot improved. He shot 41% from 3 on the year. I'm not sure if that's,
What's that translate?
Yeah, I'm not going into the year expecting him to shoot 38% from 3, but if nonetheless he can do it. So I think that's a big deal. He's not the most creative player scoring-wise. He's a below-the-rim athlete. He can be a streaky shooter. But at the end of the day, when you're picking at 25 and you think you have, and this is why I had him 25th on my board. I know you had him lower, but I think it's just because of the potential of him doing exactly this, stepping onto a team that is good and finding a role.
Yeah.
And so for that reason, I like this pick here for Minnesota.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Yeah. So we thank y'all for watching, and we'll talk to y'all later.